Mm-hmm. Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. Hey, listen, my peeps are here. I gotta roll. Okay. Talk to you later. Bye. Phew. Hey, it's Kevin Tolf with JK on the Run, and I'm sorry about that. I don't normally get phone calls right before I'm about to record, but actually, was I even on the phone? Is it a phone? No, it's not. Big enough to be a phone. Holy cow, this is the Sierra Wireless AirCard 875U, a USB HSDPA slash Edge modem. Wow, what a clunker this is. I really did not expect that. Let me give you a quick overview here. And that's all this is an overview, because I just walked in the door from the AT&T store with this bad boy. All right, let's see if we can zoom in here a little bit. I'll get myself out of the way. All right, we've got our lovely AT&T branding here. So there we go, it's clear. We also have that very tippy top here. We've got an LED for data and an LED for power. I've seen those both lit up when I have it plugged in, which is good. We've got a front case here. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. On the side, I haven't opened this up yet, but it looks to me like this is where you would put an external antenna, as if we really wanted to make this bigger. Yes. We've got our 3G Laptop Connect logo here, and then a kind of a release mechanism for the USB. Let me release that, and then flip it. And there you go. You've got your USB port for you to plug into your notebook. Okay. And nothing on the other side, nothing on the bottom. What I want to do before we get into the modem a little bit is I want to compare this, the size of this, to something else I have here that you may or may not know the size of to compare it with. This is the Nokia N80. This is the AirCard. Take a good look at those. Let me zoom in and show you these bad boys together. All right. Sorry for the glare. You can see, thickness-wise, they're not that different. Lengthwise, they're not that different. Head-on, you know, obviously the phone is a little bit bigger, yes. Straight on, it almost covers up. The modem almost covers up that phone. So my point here is this is a much bigger modem card than I've ever used before. I'm used to the PC cards that I had with Verizon. I had Verizon's EVDO for about 2 years, and I gave that up about 8 months ago or so. The nice thing about the cards, you know, they're discrete. They go inside your laptop. They go inside your computer with your Express card, your PCI card, or PC card. This bad boy, you gotta, you know, let it all hang out, for lack of a better word. And I've seen dongles off machines, but this is one big dongle, let me tell you. Let's take a look at this on my main mobile device, the Q1P, and as I put this in the USB slot, you can see, here I'll unfold it like that, you know, it really extends this device. Okay, I can't even fit them in the frame. Wow, it's so big. All right. Now, granted, what you could do is flip that up. That's not so bad. I mean, it's still kind of bulky, and actually, this will work for me. Let me zoom back out here. This will work for me because when I'm inking, I usually take the stand like that and rest this on my hand and ink away, ink away. It's not a problem. Two-handed use, not a problem, because my hand is not up at the top left. So now what I did while I was on the road is I did a speed test when I was in an HSDPA coverage area. I had to drive a little bit to find one from the AT&T store anyway. And I'm going to show you, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit here and show you the actual speed test results. Let me get rid of the glare. There we go. And up and over. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. 1281 kbps down, 351 kbps up. Now that, my friends, is actually faster than I used to get with my EVDO. EVDO, I would be in the probably average around 900 kilobits per second. So I'm getting about I'd say a 33% speed boost when I'm in an HSDPA coverage area. That may be the trick for me is finding one, because the coverage areas by me are not all that built out yet. So in any case, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this yet for some of the reasons that I'm sharing with you now. One, the bulk of it, the size of it. I should have known that this was going to be a big device when they gave me this box which I've seen smaller movies, VHS movies, you know. This is a nice size box. All right, let's take a look behind the cover, because this is actually something very interesting and I was not aware of until, of course, I got the device. Some cards require 2 USB ports for power. Let me flip that this way. This card only takes the 1 USB port, and it looks to me it's because they've included this lithium polymer battery, which hopefully you can tell the capacity is 380 milliamps. So I'm not yet sure if how this is going to affect the battery life on my mobile devices. I presume it's going to shorten it drastically, and that's another reason that I'm considering, do I keep this or do I not? I have 3 days to return this and get my activation fee back. I have 30 days to return it, and all I would lose is my activation fee. And for $36, I may use the whole 30 days. In any case, you can see this lithium polymer battery here, making this even more looking like a cell phone to me. You've also got a spot for your SIM card. You just slide that out, and the SIM card is right underneath there. So, it would be nice if I can configure when this gets charged and when it doesn't. If I'm on AC power for this device, I don't mind charging this device at the same time. If I'm running on my extended battery, which I'm typically getting about 5 hours with, I don't want to be charging this, quite honestly, because I can tell, it's gonna cut my battery life, I'm gonna guess, by a good 25% minimum. We will see. In any case, for the power reason and for the actual sheer bulk of this phone-like modem, I may not keep it. I really don't know yet. So I wanted to give you guys a quick overview because I know some people have been following this with interest. My comments about, should I get HSDPA, should I wait for HSUPA, etc. Don't know yet. So that's the device. I'm shocked. I'm shocked how big it is. Wow. I think I can manage with this. We're going to have to see. I'm going to have to try it out, and we will see. The other nice thing I do like about this is that I can use it in any of my other Windows devices or on my Mac. And that's one reason I went USB. Obviously with USB you're going to have more of a bulky device because there's nothing hidden inside the device. So I guess it's a compromise. I'm not sure it's a compromise I'm willing to make just yet. In any case, if you have questions, just leave them in the comments here and I will see what I can do to address those. And I'm telling you, I'm just shocked. Shame on me, I suppose. I should have looked at the specifications and the actual size, but at this point it kind of looks like I have a new phone. So, all right. Thanks for watching.